Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Thrones of Britannia, a Total War saga. Here today, we're going to be continuing on with our Radius heavily modified Scottish campaign. This is episode 4. So if you still are enjoying the series and would like to see more, the best way to ensure more content is leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know in the comment section down below your feedback and suggestions for the series. Feel free to leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. However, I do ask you to leave a suggestion for another strategy game you would like me to let's play instead on the channel. So welcome back to the Scottish campaign. Okay, so in today's episode we're going to be declaring war upon Strathclyde and defeating the Welsh Kingdom in Scotland. So I've skipped a couple turns ahead simply because if you watched that last video we managed to get rid of all of Sudrey's territory on the west coast, and we were having province instability and public order problems. The thing is, what I sort of find with Let's Plays is people don't like watching the grind, and it does get boring from time to time, but people like want to appreciate the grind, you know what I mean? So like, these public order issues were so boring and tedious to deal with. I ended up spending 10 turns just putting money into my economy and fixing my public order problems, because we had like 3 or so rebellions here. I have most of it in check now. What else happened in the last episode? Oh, yes. We managed to go to war with that other kingdom. Arth something? I can't quite remember off the top of my head. Regardless, we were able to take Dunkeld and Stirling Castle in the process. If you guys can remember, Edinburgh was taken over by rebels. We managed to auto-resolve that quite easily off camera, and we have the king here now, but we're going to be going to war against Strathclyde. Okay, so let's have a look at our diplomacy for the time being, and I'll show you. I'll go where my armies are as well. So, okay, so up in the north here, we have our territory in Scone. My son has come of age. Constantine, I think that's how you say his name. Caucus. That's what it would be. Constantine, Caucustine. Regardless, Caucustine is currently in Scone with a small army. Got another one here with Far Chair as well. Moving up here as well, we've got a small army in Stonehaven. As you can see, I've got my public order back on track, which is what we really need to focus on. Foothatch as well. Stromness. We've had some problems over here in Stonaway as well. We're trying to get that public order back on track, and we've got an army down here in the south. Also, something else happened objectives wise. If you guys can remember, the Stone of Destiny quest was to capture Connell. As for Triu, my nephew, is currently my ally. He took Connell, and what had happened is that the Stone of Destiny wasn't there. And they want me to push further into Northern Ireland to learn. So this is how the world is shaping up. But like I said, in today's episode, we're going to be declaring war upon Strathclyde, and we'll hopefully try and get rid of their king as well. They're right near Falkirk, so we should be able to do that. So this is how Scotland is shaping up. We've mostly got the Highlands under our control, as you can see. We probably will have to betray my nephew, King Al-Inbith. Okay. He's a king in his own right in the Central Highlands, but to get a unified Scotland under my control, that's my main objective. I would like to do some naval invades into Ireland. I also would like to get rid of an Anglo-Saxon kingdom as well. But once we take the entirety of Ireland, we'll reassess the campaign and sort of, yeah, I'll take on your guys' suggestions what you'd like me to do. Because we could very well end it here if you want me to take the entirety of Scotland, or I can go on and play a little bit further. So, as you can see, basically, apart from Strathclyde, Scotland's under our control. What I find fascinating is Sudrey have actually survived here. They got knocked out of the west of Scotland here. We killed their king, but they fled to Northern Ireland, had 1 or 2 territories here in Lerne and New Towns and Downpatrick and whatnot. I sued for peace with them because I had no ambition to go to Northern Ireland and hunt them down. However, they've actually come up quite well. Ketil there, of the Viking Sea Kings, has bent the knee to Bardir of Dublin, Ivar the Boneless. It's either his son or his grandson. So the the Great Sea Vikings are doing quite well against the Irish by the look of it. Meads on the back foot. The Vikings seem to be yeah, holding a lot of territory here. Over in Northumbria now. Northumbria, the English faction, has been destroyed. Northumbria, the Viking faction with Guthrid, sorry, has taken most of Mercia and Northumbria. Alfred the Great is still king of Wessex, taking East Anglia and, of course, most of Mercia as well. So Mercia and Northumbria, the two Anglo-Saxon kingdoms, have been destroyed. East Anglia still manages to hold out. Gith, I think. That might be Guthrum's child. Over in Wales, Powys was ruling supreme, but it looks like they've come back to a little bit lower there. Gwynedd and Powys seem to be battling it out. We've got Cumbria here. Welsh Kingdom. Okay. So this is how the thrones of Britannia are shaping up. I'll put in the description below as well, guys, all the mods I'm running for this series. If you'd like to download and play along with me, perhaps. But yeah, it's interesting to see. It's actually quite cool that, okay, the Sea Vikings got smashed out of Scotland. They managed to occupy the castle of Inverness here and in Loch Ness. They were pushed back to the islands. They're like, you know what, stuff this. We're going to go and hopefully fight in potentially easier grounds here in Northern Ireland. And it's turned out good for them, I guess. So what we need to do here now is basically take out Strathclyde. Looking at our victory conditions, at the moment we still need to take out a couple here in Scotland. But we basically need to take out this territory. We have Edinburgh here. We have the Royal Hall of the Mountain. I've been to Edinburgh in real life. It's a phenomenal city. It's like Edinburgh built around the castle of Edinburgh built around it. It's just absolutely spectacular. I stayed in like a hostel like right under it, and it was like awesome. So it's good to have this realistic. Look, the Mountain Hall, the Royal Fortress of Edinburgh. So it's such a crucial hub to defend Scotland with. Like, if we can basically put like 1, 2, 3 stacks here, Scotland is defended from the south practically. Okay, so let's have a quick look here, because Fortriu, King of Fortriu, is actually my nephew, as you can see here through my family tree. Domhnall died, unfortunately, 19 to Sudrey invaders, actually. But my nephew's still there. Brig. Huh. She's ugly, but she's my niece. Maybe I should marry him to Corstein. I wonder if I can do that. I wonder if I can marry them off. Or maybe there's some other factions I can marry into to get better alliances. So let's negotiate with Fortriu. Would you want to marry Brig? Oh, okay. It's insulting, apparently. That's surprising me. Is there anything I can offer you? I'll join your war against Strathclyde. How about that? She's ugly. 20% of having children are illegitimate. It would keep our family tree a little bit strong, and it would give us a claim to Fortriu. She's 27 though. Potentially not. Maybe if there's... Let's sort by attitude, and we'll have a look here. Northumbria is actually up there. I thought they would be. Oh! Githa! Will you marry her? What do you want for her? Nothing. Oh, that sucks. Well, what I'm going to do is I'll try and force this marriage somehow. We'll go back into negotiations with Fortriu. Let's arrange a marriage with Briga and try and get this over the line. I'll join your war against Strathclyde, and I'll also give you a payment of as much as I can give you, 460. Rejected, so it doesn't look likely. Oh well, that kind of sucks. I wish they were more open to roleplay. You think they would? Like, Fortriu, why would he be so angry? Like, why would he not want to? Why wouldn't he want to marry the heir to the Scottish crown? You know what I mean? Regardless, we're going to try and seek a wife for him. Durf. Gusa. What the hell? Okay, she's got minus loyalty, zeal, demanding, 26. Look, I'm going to take her hand because we haven't got overly too much money. We can always get rid of her later. We've also got my daughter here as well, and we've also got another son, Atari. I'm going to call him Atari. Atari. That's quite funny. There should be an A in there. But regardless, let's declare war upon Strathclyde. I've been recapping the campaign way too much. Let's declare war. Actually, no. Who else are at war with them? Just Fortriu. Okay, so even though they won't do that, they might still want to give me a payment. Okay, so it doesn't look likely, but it might. Yeah, what do you want? Give me something for it. Military? No. Access? Come on, just give me a little bit of money for it. There's no harm in asking for this, because if you're already going to declare war upon them anyway, you're just going to get a bonus, you know what I mean? Regardless, let's let King Ed march out to Falkirk, and let's get rid of Strathclyde and their king. Their king is Eo Chad. Let's declare war upon him. They've actually pushed quite strong to Stirling Castle, so hitting them from behind might be a good idea, and we've gone and done that. We've surrounded the Strathclyde king. Who would have thought? The White Bear, is that what that's meant to be? A Strathclyde has pushed so far north, being Welsh, I guess. So we're coming up against 6 Welsh levies, 3 Welsh swordsmen with silver chevrons. Crikey, okay. 2 Welsh macemen, rank 6. Another axe levy. 1 archer. Okay. They've got 4 Welsh slingers. Looking at my army, we've only got 3 spearmen, which is actually quite well, because they haven't got too much cavalry. We've got 3 units of our swords band. We've got 5 units of axemen. 3 archers, 2 cavalry, and 2 crossbow cav, and we've got some of our own ballista as well. Let's fight this one upon the battlefield. Regardless, there doesn't seem to be any reinforcements. So if we can cut off the head of the snake here, we should be able to gobble up their remaining territories quite quickly. We've got my prince nearby. Oh, I probably should have... Oh, that's a shame. I probably should have brought in more men. We could have been risking more. I could have easily brought in more from nearby. I could have surrounded them. Oh, well, regardless, I still think the king is quite competent. 4-star command. He's actually 6, so he's quite a lot higher. Ed is 50. The king of Strathclyde is only 30. So it seems quite foresty. A little bit of ponds on the left. There's some buildings on the right. He's actually a gold chevron general. We've got to watch out for that. Okay, man, oh man, it takes a while to load into these battles, especially when you've got so many mods running, from what I've noticed in Thrones of Britannia. It's because I've got most of these guys retextured and stuff, that's why. Okay, so army-wise, they definitely have better quality men, as in like the gold, silver chevrons, so they're more experienced. However, I think overall, army composition-wise, we've got the up on them. But regardless, let's start this battle. Hopefully we can have some favourable conditions. It's foggy, so I would like it to dry. That's super fog there. It's going to be another fog. We might as well risk it. And it's foggy again. So from the spectacle of it, not good. Not really much we can do. I guess the first fog wasn't the best. So line of sight is going to be incredibly diminished here. But it looks like it's a relatively flat field. We've got some sort of bogs and marshes on the right. Damn, that sucks a lot, that low visibility. But regardless, we'll try and make things work where we can. So we're going to try and charge them. I think that's what we're best to do. Get sort of stuck into them. Okay, I'm going to put my ballista on one side as well. So let's just move up my infantry as best we can. And really just get sort of stuck into them. I don't think they're going to attack us, but I could be surprised. Okay, so let's put you here then. Let's put my skirmish cav on one side as well. So here's the buildings, nothing really too spectacle. Some people just chilling, having a cup of soup. Can we actually look in there? Can we see in there? No, we can't. It's blacked out a bit. Imagine just living nearby and just hearing this massive rattle of battles outside your house. Okay, so my cavalry isn't going to do too well on the left. It's actually being naturally sort of pinned back a bit. So here is the Scottish ballista that we've managed to acquire for this battle, which will help us out massively. I don't know if it's portable. I guess they have wheels, but let's just try and hope. So let's put these guys on this side here. Try and extend where you can, and we'll try and Basically what you want to do with Ballista is you want to make a gap, basically. So you want to try and make a gap in your line. However, you put a unit behind just in case things get a bit hairy, and you can fall them back. But if, I don't know if I can move them, that's the problem. I've never used ballistas in this Scottish campaign just yet. Regardless, let's start the battle. I don't think anyone's going to move for the time being. But it looks like my ballistas seem to be in range, and they're prepping and priming incredibly early on. So what's the range on these guys? Yeah, Christ. They are heavily in range. And it looks like Strathclyde of the Welsh are pushing forward. So I'm going to pause here because I want to actually have a look at what's coming at us. It looks like they're going to come at us headstrong here. Welsh spearmen and swordsmen as well. Maybe because we have skirmisher, artillery as well. Maybe that's why they're more inclined to push us. It even looks like they're moving up some of their cavalry there. Christ, okay, so I guess we sort of knuckle down as best we can, move you into the tree line here, or just sort of hold. That's going to stop a lot of missile fire. Keep you guys this side. Okay, basically with my ballista, try and hit something that's going to deal damage. Like, there's no point of hitting those spearmen, but try and hit these. These guys would be good. So I can't actually move you. Right, that's a bit of a shame. Regardless, let's move up my crossbowmen. Let's peel them to this right-hand side. But charge these horsemen if they want to try and parlay. I'm going to have to watch this engagement. Swing around the back. Wow, they're actually going to fuck my cavalry here. What am I best to do? I'm best to pull out here. Actually. And try and get my skirmishers to harass the king. Because my cavalry aren't going to win against theirs. How well are my men doing? I want to get a shot with this ballista. That's what I really want to do. Ballista, they're ready. Not quite. Bit higher. Not that high. Fire. Okay, so we're pulling back here. Still want them to skirmish. Try and take these guys out. If you're going to be foolish enough to throw your general in here, I'm going to go for it. More cavalry coming. I could swing the king around there if we need to. But if we can get rid of him, we'll be laughing. Alright, continue to put some pressure on them. I'm trying to think if I should do a counter charge. They've hit me here. The problem is they do have those skirmishes, so that can be a problem. Look, let's just get stuck in. Let's just charge them. I think that's what we're best to do. Try and get in and around them. Charge! Because it seems like they seem to be getting away from those ballista regardless. Okay, we'll try and put some pot shots in there. If we can get rid of their king early on, that will massively disrupt them. Charge! For Scotland! So it looks like the front line are going to be clashing soon. Still get my crossbows to deal with their cav. And continue to harass and parry. We're clustering them there now. It's going to be a decent charge in. These Welshmen seem to be backing up a bit. Hack and slash. Okay, so let's send my general in a bit to help us out. Maybe even push up on the right. Okay, cavalry, try and swing around here. We've been hit by their horsemen. We just need to get rid of their general, but he's a golden chevron unit, which is quite insane.
Our general is under attack.
Our general is now under attack by those slingers. Look, he's going to have to come back because we're not going to be able to hold this front line. Okay, my ballista are going to try and do their best. So how many guys have we got here? A swordsman that is just sitting idly by. We can't allow that. This is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a lot closer than what I would have thought and anticipated. So my swordsmen have actually been done here. And I don't think my swordsmen are going to come out of that. Continue to skirmish. But I don't think we're going to win that. Okay, so let's swing around here where we can. Whoa! It looks like my Ballista have just smashed one of those Welsh slingers. I want to get my swordsman ideally around here, but you can't get everything you wish for, I guess. Okay, archers, try and pressurize some of these guys at the back. I don't think we're going to... Oh, those spearmen have come back. We're buckling here. Swing back into the tree line. My Ballista aren't mobile. That kind of sucks. Regardless, we're going to be able to deal some damage here. Because we're going to be able to get in and around behind the enemy. Which is going to be massive. But they've got their archers nearby. My cavalry's being tied down by that general unit. 28, so it's a lot closer than what it was before. My crossbowmen are actually free here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get them to toggle melee and draw your short swords. The enemy general is dead, and thus has now buckled the army. Look at that. We've just sniped him massively there. There's no point in leaving my cavalry here. I don't care about them. Oh my god. This was close to turning very, very ugly. The left and centre are kind of buckling. Whoa. Someone got tossed massively there. I've told my cavalry here to draw their short swords, and we've dragged their cavalry out. Run them down, men. They're about to get smashed from the forest. Imagine hearing that in the forest. Yeah! Oh, Scotland! Oh, they've been run down. So what is even still here now? Should I wonder? Okay, let's try and run down as many as we can. Okay, how well are my archers doing? They're not doing too bad, but they could be doing a lot better. Right, pull out there. Their general's gone, so it doesn't bother me. How many have we lost? Oh, okay, so we've actually lost a significant amount. There's still a couple more here, and I imagine it's those incredibly tough swordsmen. Alright, let's speed things up. The enemy general's gone. They're on the back foot. There's not much overly they could do. They weren't trying to beeline for my general there, as I thought they would. Get my archers to pressurize them. Looks like one unit of swordsmen are running down those archers. The surround and kill these Welsh swordsmen are still hanging on and trying to do some damage. I've done alright here going with one stack. I could have put things a hell of a lot closer within my favour. Pull my archers out by the seams of it. That cavalry's still harassing me. I need to stop that from getting those archers. God, don't like friendly fire the king. So this battle was a lot of fun. I hope it wasn't too just like shitty foggy, because you can't really see overly too much apart from the heart. But that's what you get for fighting in Scotland. It's a foggy mess most of the time, and that's if you're lucky. So regardless, we smashed Stratclut here today. We have lost a significant amount of lives, but we're going to be able to repair quite quickly, and we've got my son's reinforcements quite nearby. Okay, let's run down the remaining stragglers, and now we've taken Falkirk, I think it was. Horrific victory, mein Gott. The Battle of Falkirk. Whew, that was a close one. We lost 1,206 upon the field of battle. So, we were actually outnumbered by 4 men. Oh, technically. They lost 1,855 upon the field of battle. So, 600 less than me, but they lost. My king didn't do overly too well. 22 kills. My swordsman did really well. 202, 173. One of my axemen did 224, 222. Archers did alright. Ballista, yeah, probably could have done better. So now I know my Ballista aren't mobile, so I was better off putting them closer to the center than on that left flank. But 17 kills, probably not too bad. 184 with that cavalry unit. Man, that's what my cavalry just got absolutely annihilated and smashed by. The swordsman did well. I would have thought that mace unit would have done a lot better, being a gold chevron. 153 kills. Archers 106. The slingers didn't do too much. The cavalry did alright as well. But man, this loading time is insane, isn't it, with all these bloody mods? That's what's doing it. I am running like 10 or so mods, to be fair. Okay, finally, let's continue on then against Strathclyde. So we managed to lose one of our Albion axemen, silver chevron. Shit. That's actually quite bad. We lost 2 units of cavalry there. However, in turn, we did destroy a full stack of Strathclyde, which did, in turn, have a lot more silver chevrons than me. Let's occupy the settlement now. Excellent stuff. Yeah, I could have quite easily brought down my son and another to help out. Now, regardless, what's going to happen now is, I guess they're going to help me sort of gobble up what is left of Strathclyde's territory. We'll move out my guys as well. Okay, so let's take their territory, I guess. We've got no movement points with you. However, you're able to move out now, so we're going to be able to take Glasgow, Kilmartin. So, what is Strathclyde looking out like at the moment? Wow, okay. Look how much they've been smashed there. Peace treaty sufficient. Denawal is now king. So basically what we're going to have to do is finish them off. Now, what I've noticed in Thrones of Britannia, if you destroy the full stack, that's it. She's all over Red Rover. Unless they've got another army here lurking about, they're not going to come back from this. So what I'm going to do now is move my men out. We're going to try and take these territory where we can. We'll push out of Scone and Dunkeld with the prince, and I guess we'll allow him to rank up and earn some his spurs, I guess. I might leave my other general there in Scone, but to be fair, we might need to deal with public order, which could potentially be an issue. Regardless, my son Corstein is going to be able to take Abercorn quite quickly. And can you take anything else? No. Oh, okay, you might be able to take that, but I think Abercorn might have a garrison, we'll see. Regardless, we'll pull the prince in anyway. No, it's not. So we're taking Abercorn now. And we'll convert as well. Okay, so what do we need to convert there? It's a Welsh abbey. Surely there's not too much of a difference, you'd think. Regardless, let's chuck a quick save. Let's end the turn and continue. So, we'll see how we go. We'll try to gobble up as many Strathclyde territory as possible. We'll see if they've got any other armies to fight. But I have a feeling we're going to be spending, between this and the next episode, just off camera, auto-resolving most of the settlements. As we're going to be gobbling up their kingdom. Unless anything sort of surprising happens. Oh, wow. Plotting. Okay, your counterproof has promoted. Oh, right, okay. Right, so basically there was some genealogists before that disagreed with my family lineage and said it was in disrepute, it wasn't proper or whatever. But basically this is the second part to that. So we can end this mockery or we can promote it. Your counterproof has prompted scholars from across the land to pop up with their own versions of your family tree. We're going to end this mockery now. And I'm not entirely sure what's happened. So East Anglia and Northumbria have declared war. We're in this mockery. We are the true heirs of Scotland. Okay, so we've got a province risk of rebellion here and down in the south. Man, what I've noticed more so than anything is the public order is a bit of a pain in this campaign. More so than in Wessex and East Anglia, from what I've noticed. Because really, it's not worth having these island territories off the coast in Scotland. Yeah, it's modern day Scotland, and the whole point of this is to reunite Scotland, but like from a strategic standpoint, it's actually not that worth it, because as you can see, 15 units are being tied up here just to serve our public order. I'm putting so much money into building this stuff. It's a bit of a shame. Strathclyde only has 2 units there, not much else. So let's try and retake the entirety of Edinburgh real quick, this province. So we need to push down in the south. That's fine. We'll send the prince. I can't seem to see if there's a garrison there, but like I said, the more territory he can take, he's going to earn his experience. Send the prince. He's going to be able to occupy it quite quickly, which is fine. We'll send the king's army to Glasgow. We can recruit some more men, which is fitting. Let's do that then where we can. But we should be able to besiege Glasgow regardless. We want to try and gobble up this Strathclyde territory as quickly as possible. We're actually going to be able to get better quality siege equipment as well. Okay, so once we get more siege equipment, looks like it's going to be another order result here in Glasgow. No army, just a randomly generated garrison. Okay, so what else is in Glasgow? What is this? So the villages in the north and down in the south are just here. Okay, so let's send Farchair to do the business. Push over to Dumbarton. We should be able to take it. Man, that's some crazy rock formations there. Let's occupy the city. Excellent stuff. Minus 11, we got some public order stuff. Oh, Canel's been retaken. But it looks like my cousin, sorry, my nephew here in Fort Triu seems to be doing some things. My public order seems to be okay in the north. Okay, let's try and keep this sort of down a bit, I guess. We'll send my armies to instill some public order. Hopefully it sort of comes back alright. Okay, well, we'll take Glasgow in the next. We'll continue to take some of this. But if it's, look at this, right, we've already taken, what? 2-3 territories within quite quick succession. Strathclyde doesn't seem to have any armies by the look of it. No way. So unfortunately guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. If you still are enjoying this series and want to ensure more of this Scottish campaign, the best way to do that and support this series and the channel is leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts and opinions of the series thus far. So, what I'm going to do off camera is I might sort of take these territories. We'll see how we go. If an army pops up, I'm definitely going to start recording it and fight. But I feel like that was the battle against Strathclyde. That was the defining sort of hold for us nearly uniting the entirety of Scotland. So, we'll see how we go. You never know, this territory might come up quite well. You never know, we might get invaded by Vikings as well. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Unfortunately guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys would like to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below. Maybe you can pick up a strategy game you haven't picked up just yet. Maybe Hearts of Iron, maybe Crusader Kings 2, maybe a Total War. Check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below for cheap and reliable games. I do recommend going and checking out the prices even. There's some really good prices on there. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.